Hello, Gemini. How are you? It's me, Lauren, the Untitled Tarot. Welcome back, or welcome in. It's your first time here. Just getting a little frankincense and myrrh going for you. Thought it'd be fitting for the new month. This is your April monthly reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, wherever it falls in your chart. You're just drawn to the title. That's how we do it around here. We don't label ourselves too much. Everybody's got a little bit of everything. So, put this over here. Nice. Okay, so, like I say, this channel is a little bit like a rock in a pebble smoother, you know, a stone polisher. So I want to do monthly readings, but I don't want them to just be like your horoscope. You know, we like to try and dive a little bit deeper here. So I want to do something a little bit different, and I hope that you guys like it. So we're going to use a lot of decks today. We're going to use 6 decks, which seems like a lot because it is, but that's okay. We're actually going to use all different decks than normally I use on the channel so far. We're going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle, which is the Rider-Waite. I always use that. And we're gonna use the Good Tarot, which I have used on the channel before, but it's not like a frequent flyer. But other than that, we're gonna use all different decks. So basically the way I'm gonna lay this out is I'm going to use the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck to lay out some general energies for you for the month. And then I'm gonna go into the Light Seers Tarot. I just figured this out today. It took me like a long time to figure out how I wanted to do this. And then so I'm going to use the Light Seer Tarot after that, just to clarify a little bit what's going on. And then we are going to pull a card from the Good Tarot to figure out what energies we should be embodying for the month. We're going to pull out Oracle card from the Starseed Oracle to see spiritually kind of what we need to be working on, like within, without, above, below. We're gonna pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck to kind of tie it together. And then last but not least, we're gonna do a little card pull from the Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle deck. It's a lot, I know, but it's gonna flow a lot better than I'm presenting it right now. So let's get into your little shuffle. I hope you guys are raring to go for April. Spring has sprung. I know a lot of us are stuck at home, but it doesn't mean that we can't be working on things, working on ourselves, right? Gonna get there a prayer, especially because I wasn't really getting a whole lot out of your pre-shuffle and your playlist and stuff. You got a few songs, but you guys are very quiet. You guys are definitely quiet, but it doesn't seem like you're quiet in a way that you're being sneaky or you're hiding or you're sad. It's almost like it's a very fresh energy. It's very just peaceful. You're not doing jumping jacks, cartwheels, but you're not upset. You're just very you feel very peaceful. It's a very nice energy. It's cloudy this morning, the sun's out, it's good. I like it, Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's do our prayer. We want to thank Source for being here with us today. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for helping me connect with my Geminis. I want to thank you for all the love, the blessings, the abundance, the protection, the guidance, every day, every way, always. If there's any messages in my little Gemini's best interest and their highest good, please send them through. The lines are now open. Amen. You know, it's funny because you guys feel very quiet, but I was sitting here trying to figure out which sign or at least which element to do. And I was shuffling up one of my decks and the King of Swords came out. So I was like, okay, I'll do air signs. Which one? What's going to come out as I shuffle? Is it, is Justice going to come out for Libra? Is the Lover's going to come out for you? Is the Star card going to come out for Aquarius? What's it going to be? What's it going to be? I'm shuffling. I got my playlist going, just for myself. There's a playlist on my channel called The Shuffle. It's got a ton of songs in it. And I like to shuffle it up for all of your pre-shuffles, but I also just like to listen to it because it's my playlist. And the next song that came up was Gemini by Princess Nokia. And I have 105 songs on that playlist. So I'm all right, the King of Swords came up, Gemini's on. I guess they want to be first. which is nice. We'll start off the month with nice peaceful energy. That's how I like to do it. We'll sail into it nice and smoothly. So let's see what your general energies are for April. This is the Oracle of the Mystical Moments deck. Thank you, Spirit. Can I have some overall general energies for my Geminis for April, please? I can't read the name of it. I feel like I really want to tell you the name of who does this. Katrin Weltz-Stein. It's a really beautiful deck. It's like a really beautiful deck. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Beautiful, beautiful. Anything else? Two? I know you got another one for me. Oh, I knew it was gonna be 4. It's a monthly. We should have 4. I feel like we should have 4. Actually, I'm beat. I wanna. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. First out, my loves. Number 7. Pure nature. This is a card about somebody really coming into themselves, into their own, right? It's about that, like I said, like that fresh, it's a youthful energy. She's a young girl. And it's like she's not only blossoming as a flower within her own beauty, her own right, her own petals, but also being able to appreciate the growth outside of herself and the beauty outside of herself. Very from within, from without, as you yourself grow and blossom and become more authentic and true in yourself, so does your environment. You can appreciate and recognize that authenticity in others. It's that very fresh, youthful energy that I was feeling before, which is very nice. And I think that was spawned off of number 28. Can you hear me now? This card can feel a little lonely at times, right? Kind of all by yourself, maybe a little bit between two worlds. Siren in your hand. Is there anybody out there? Anybody like me? It's a real trying to call in your soul tribe kind of feeling, right? And it's very stoic. It's not waves, it's not crashing, it's not hectic, it's not chaotic. It is a peaceful energy. This peaceful trying to call in what is truly meant for you. And we do that. We do that by blossoming and being our true self, so that way our truest of counterparts can come to us, right? Number 44, stranded. This is connected very much with this energy. A little bit between two worlds. Am I swimming? Am I drowning? How did my boat get all the way up here? Should I just drop the anchor? Should I pull it up? Is there anyone out there? Again, a very solitary energy. But what do we do when we're alone? We go crazy. But we think, right? When we have time to sit with ourselves, let parts of ourselves kind of breathe and expand a little bit so you can really get in there and explore them. You know, that's a lot of what we're doing right now with the quarantine life, is being forced. You know, it's kind of like Source sent everybody to their rooms. You know, it's like everybody's home on a Saturday. Y'all can't get your shit together. Everybody go to your rooms. Go to your rooms. You know, depending if you went kicking or screaming, depends on whether or not you have to write a book report right now. But it's a little bit of that energy, having to like sit with yourself. Am I being my authentic self? Like, are these relationships that I have, do they feel fulfilling? Do they feel authentic? Like, is there a give and a take that feels organic and it feels like part of my soul tribe? Or am I trying to I almost get the idea of like trying to put like a round peg in a square hole, you know? But when we come back to basics, and it's just like with growing any plant, a flower, there is like pruning that has to be involved, right? A couple leaves got to fall off. here or there, so the rest of the plant can thrive, can grow. No rain today. Not today. It's like you've it's almost like you've watered yourself enough, digested enough of your emotions, maybe, been a little stranded up in your head, gotten a chance to really work through some of the things that were leaving you like mentally conflicted, and really got to come home to yourself. And now you've grown so high that there's nothing but potential. Looks like a moon and the sun, both sides, two sides of a coin. The rain's underneath her. It's not above. Risen above the rain. Maybe that's what we'll call your reading. Risen above the rain. It's lovely. So Gemini, let's pull a couple tarot cards for you. We're going to use the Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, which is a much easier to pronounce name than the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck. Hey, everybody get in line. Everybody get in line. Yeah, it's a really nice, fresh energy. Like I said, it's very much, it feels like a reset. Like a reset. Like a refresh and a reset. And I'm very drawn to this girl and how there's no real decoration on her. She's not painted up. It's not, you know, it's very much like back to basics, back to nature. Just who you are. Just who you are. It's very much like a shedding, that pruning. Sometimes, you know, the pruning that we have to do is not just places we go or things we do or people we interact with. A lot of the prunings, most honestly, of the pruning is within ourselves, right? How to weed your own garden. Let's see. Oh, Page of Cups. Let's see if that pops back up. Page of Cups. It's like, excuse me. I have a new emotionally fulfilling project or person I'd like to fulfill. Okay, you can come back out in the shuffle. Okay. I love how these come out. I had to like sit and really like figure out how I wanted to do this spread, but I'm glad I got to start off with my Geminis, my lovers, the lovers. Any more cards? Any more cards? I just like to listen. Hold, please. So, first out, you have the Emperor. Look at you. And I love this coming out right underneath this pure nature card. Coming into your own right. Calm, stoic. And again, I love that this is a lot of the Emperor cards in a lot of the decks, he's very embellished. He's got a crown, he's got a robe, he's got a wand, he's got a lion, he's got a wolf, he's got a dog, he's like got all of this shit on him, right? A lot of times I can come through very much as like a mask, you know? This guy, this Emperor, very much, and I'm very drawn to the fact that they're both in red. He's just himself. He's not overly decorated, he's not adorned, he's not surrounded by a ton of things. He sits on a board. He doesn't hold a huge sword or a big flaming wand or an overfilling cup, big ass pentacles. He's just got a chess piece, his piece. And where he gets himself in life is entirely dependent on how he moves this around for himself. That's how he gets to the other side of the game. That's how he wins. Not by overpowering, but by playing it smart. And you play it the smartest when you play your own game, your own way, coming into yourself. Your inner feminine, your inner masculine. Look at you. Next out, you have the Nine of Swords. It's a shitty feeling, huh? Right underneath this, can you hear me now? Conflict. Nine of Swords is very much of being up in your own head, right? It's a lot about self-isolation. Self-isolation to reset. These birds, you can actually hear the bird. I can hear the birds very distinctly now. These are all the little thoughts in your head, all the little swords that sometimes we stick in our own back, get lost in our emotions, feel lonely, call out. But when we call out to things and we are not in true alignment with ourselves and our purpose and what's really good for us, you send out calls, but what you get in is not the answer that you're gonna want. So that's why I think you've maybe gone in, or maybe in April you are going to go in and kind of recalibrate a little bit, kind of clear out your little black book, right? Reset your speed dials, your emergency contacts, switch it up a little bit. So that way you can come back into your true self, your true emperor energy, your pure nature. So that way, whatever you're calling in and attracting to you is also pure in nature and a nature that is like yours, of the same jungle, you have the same jungle. Next out, Knight of Swords, rushing in, clarity, figuring this out for yourself, realizing ways that you've stopped yourself, ways you've let others stop you, which is a form of stopping yourself. It's like rushing in to save the day, but you're saving yourself. You're like, oh wait, I figured it out. It's like a very kind of like an epiphany moment a little bit. And it's like, it doesn't feel like it's something big, it's something small. And you're just like, oh, well, that's what it is. I wasn't being myself. So that's why blah, blah, blah. It's like you, can we read this way? Yeah, sorry. It's like you like rushing in to like save yourself, to unstrand yourself, to get out of your head, pull yourself out of your emotions. I'm gonna save myself. It's gorgeous. Next up, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. No rain. For me, I'm hearing, there are no other options. Like, this is my only option. And it's very much of like a perspective, or it's my only option. It's like, I decide my happiness. I decide what waters me. I'm very drawn to the this fiery bowl. In most Eight of Cups, it's a girl walking away from 8 cups. 8 cups, or anybody. It could be, depending on the deck, could be a page or a young male witch, whatever. But it's somebody walking away from a lot of options in pursuit of just like, ideally 2 more to reach the 10 of Cups, but at least 1 more. But as you see, there's only 1 cup here. And it's like, when it's upside down like this, it almost looks like a dying star. You know, it's kind of just like its energy is being pulled in as she like fades out. And it's the idea of that you didn't have to put down 8 cups. You just had to put down 1. It was 1 cup because it was that one cup that was raining. There was just one cup raining on you. I'm getting like one of those garden water pitchers, you know, with like the little, it's like that got the big circle top and it's got like all the little holes in it. It's like boop, boop. It's like that. Something just like always tipping and like raining and raining. So it didn't feel like and it could have been one thing. It could have just been this idea you had in your head, like about yourself, a defeatist attitude. It really could have been anything. But instead of you having to put down like a lot of different things to kind of come back and refresh, to reset, to call in what is truly meant for you, it was just one thing. It seems like almost it's like one little thing that actually was like way more significant or touched way more aspects than you realized. But it looks like you figured it out. No rain today. I'm getting that Alan Stone song in my head, Sunny Days. Yeah, you guys should listen to that song. It's on the shuffle playlist. Okay, so we're gonna go into the good tarot now. That's very cool. Very cool, Gemini. Look at you doing that self-work, going in, not making a scene about it. Like, it's awesome. You're like, I guess that's that like quiet, peaceful energy. You're just like, it's gonna sit here and I'm just gonna work through it. It's gonna be fine. You'll see when I'm done. That's what I'm hearing. You'll see when I'm done. All right, so what we're gonna do here with the good tarot is we are going to pull, now that we have our general energies, we got a little bit of an idea of what's going on for you. And like I said, these are general, so they may not apply for everyone. Energies could be vice versa or flipped. These are kind of timeless, so this could be energy that you're really exhibiting going into April, or this could be energies that you will be coming into going through April. Really depends, or really whenever you're guided to watch this. There are a lot of readings that I'm guided to watch that came out like a long time ago. I'm like, why are you telling me to watch this video from August of 2018? And I watch it and I'm like, oh, shit, that's why. Okay, so the purpose of, again, stay on topic. The purpose of the good tarot, what we're gonna do right now, is we are going to pull, in my head I call it like a 3D card. So it's energies that we should be embodying or be aware of in a very 3D practical sense for ourselves for the month of April. And then we're gonna pull a similar card for the more like 5D spiritual sense, and then we're gonna pull like 2 bridge cards. Thank you, spirits, for being with us today. I have 1 card, if possible, please, for my Geminis, for energies that they should be embodying. That one? Okay. Exhibiting. Make sure nothing else wants to come out. Such a big deck. All right. Yes. 10 of fire, baby. 10 of fire. I love this 10 of fire. It is so different than the traditional 10 of wands in a regular tarot deck, because this, for me, is you kind of doing this, right? You're doing this. This is you like burning up everything that doesn't serve you. This is that weeding I was talking about earlier, right? That pruning. Like, well, that's not going to work about myself, and I don't like the way that I did that, and, you know, I don't like how that circumstance went for me, and I don't think that those kind of people are maybe really my people, and I don't think that that's a true expression of myself or how I want my life to look like. Or this is very much like a personal accounting. This is like spring cleaning on spiritual crack. It's like a lot of purging. I'm getting a lot of purging out of this, which is beautiful. So again, this is something that either you are doing or you really should be embodying, this emotional, like spiritual, even like this is your 3D card, so this is physical, like purging. I suggest, like, if you're home, stuck home, do some spring cleaning. Go through a drawer, go through a junk drawer, go throw away some clothes, like go do that like 3D, like clear your space, clear your clutter, cleanse your home, right? Giving this time that you're able to kind of do the social distancing, do the self-isolation, kind of use it as an opportunity to maybe start retracting a little bit from some people, you know, that you might be realizing don't serve in your highest interest. Maybe take this as an opportunity to reach out and check in on some people that you think actually maybe are guided in the same direction as your compass. This is all about spring cleaning, personal accounting. And I'm getting very much the sense of, with this no rain today, it's like by doing this, you create so much like energy, like momentum. It's like, it's very energetic. It's not like everybody's a little bit trapped inside, right? But it's very, it becomes the sun, the things that you start to light up. And this could also be parts of you that you're lighting up too, areas of yourself that you haven't explored or really checked in on in a while, passions that you haven't pursued, or you kind of put on the back burner. This could be a lot of things. This is not just setting things ablaze to get rid of them, but also to like reignite them, the spark within them. So I'm getting very much of that energy, that by doing that, that's how like the rain starts to subside from you, from sitting in a little bit of this self-isolated, like yearning, calling out for energy. You create the sun by doing this. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Okay. Now we're gonna go into, that's your 3D card for what we should be working on and doing in April. Now we're gonna go into the Light Seers Tarot. And spiritually, what we need to be aware of, embodying, working on in the month of April. And then I'm going to pull a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle to help us figure out how best to merge our spiritual homework with our human homework. And then we'll, you kind of count it as like a little advice card as well. And then we'll pull a crystal card to see if there are any crystals that could help us. Yes, I'm a big crystal girl. I don't know if I've really talked about that on here, but I have this whole setup, which you can't really see. You can only see like a couple branches of this fake plant and like some smoke from my incense burner. But there's like a whole, my desk is like really, it's really beautiful. It's like a really nice work area, but it's covered in crystals. I got crystals everywhere. I have crystals on my hands. This is a honey calcite. I have crystals hanging in my shower. I go to bed with like crystals in little pouches. Like I have crystals charging in the sunlight upstairs. Like I love me a crystal. And I saw Water Baby Tarot she does her monthly crystal healings, which I love. They're so cool. And so I really wanted the deck, so I got the deck. I'm really excited about it. So let's see. Okay, this is your 5D. It's your 5D card. What's our spiritual homework? Okay, that blew up real fast. Anything else? Anything else? What do you want? No, just sit there. Fell over in a chunk. Oh yeah, guys, this is so great. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. That's that very like sweet, like that very fresh, youthful energy, like not afraid to get hurt or like pricked along the way, because your thorns are part of you, you know, like you're strong and because of your thorns, not just in spite of them. That's you, sitting in your own Garden of Eden that you've created for yourself. It's like I'm hearing like of my own design. I'm getting very much of like surrender to like, it's like very much of like a manifestation energy I'm feeling with this, like a daydreamy, like you're sitting there very like peaceful, like finally back at one with yourself, like dream of something sweet for yourself, manifest like something really beautiful. Because now that I feel like you've come back to a very pure place, your pure nature, you can really draw in what's meant for you now. You can really draw in what's good. So I think that Spirit's really telling you in the month of April to stay, you know, keep the frequencies high, you know, like stay very optimistic, stay very positive. There is a period of time between letting something go, letting situations or places, moving on from situations or places, letting parts of ourselves kind of fall to the wayside and grabbing up different aspects of ourselves to really rise up. There's a period of time in between the removal of something and the gain of something else that can feel a little hollow. You could feel a little lonely or a little stranded or a little like, can you hear me now? Like a little up in your head, you know, wanting to move towards something, not quite sure where, like, well, I don't know what my options are, you know, like, but really trying to get a hold of your shit. It's a whole thing. Peopling is hard. It's hard to be a person peopling in the world. It is. But the Spirit is telling us is that you, Gemini, are doing a very good job. And so keep doing what you're doing. Stay very high frequency. Manifest something really sweet for yourself, because now that you are in more of an alignment, or in the month of April, you're going to be coming back to yourself. You're really going to be able to draw in for yourself what is truly meant for you and is in accordance with your spirit, I'm hearing. So wish for wish when you wish upon a star, like that. Like, so wish for something really good, because you're cleaning house. I'm hearing it's like an emotional, spiritual cleaning the house. Everything from the junk drawer to having conversations with your higher self. That's good. That's what we want to say. What's next? Okay, so we're gonna do your bridge card. We're gonna take from the Animal Spirit Oracle. This is by Colette Baron Reed. She also does the good tarot that we just used for your 3D card. I should call these like your lifelines, like your different, like, phone a friend. So this card is meant to help give you a little advice on how to blend your human homework, this kind of personal housekeeping that we have to do, with our spiritual homework. Because sometimes it could be heavy, or it could be stressful, or you could get really like nostalgic or kind of bummed out when like you realize like something's gotta go. You know, like I've had that forever, and it's very sentimental to me, but it's just collecting dust. And allergy season's here. And it should go somewhere else where it can be enjoyed. Or go somewhere else where it can be recycled and become something new. But it's the attachment of these things, these people, these aspects of ourself even, you know? So let's see, Gemini. All right, Spirit, can we have one card if possible, please, for my Gemini? Okay, well, let's relax. I'm on fire today. Can we get one card, please, if possible? Oh my God. To blend our 3D and our 5D homework. They're like, oh, you didn't want to take that big chunk that I just gave you, so now you're not going to get anything. I just want one, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. There was like a chunk of 5. Yeah, baby. Number one, and Spirit, time to collaborate. Yes, it's about collaborating with Spirit. And when this is not only about collaborating with Spirit, but to do so in a way that when you pull all this stuff in for you, job, people, opportunities, whatever it is, personal growth, spiritual expansion, ascension, whatever it is that you got working on in your little cauldron of life. It's also about when you call in these parts to you, that they're parts that also like want to collaborate with you as well. Like you're doing the same thing, like you're in the same flow. You're swimming the same tide, you know? That's beautiful. I think Spirit is telling us as your bridge card, and also 1, if we're talking about numerology, 1 is the number of self. This is very much of like an action card. I believe they want you to take action in doing this house cleaning for yourself, to actively be trying to stay at peace, happy, manifesting good, right, pure things for us out of our purest of nature and our purest of heart and spirit, right? And the best way to do that is to work with others. Work with Spirit. Call your friends. Like I said, maybe this is a good opportunity to retract a little bit of your energy since you're self-isolating anyway from some people, places, and things that don't serve you. Maybe now's a really good time to start like throwing out a few FaceTimes, checking in on some people that maybe do serve in your highest good. Maybe it's a good time to start poking around looking for different job opportunities or things that could pop up while you have this time to look around and work on your resume and whatever, work with other people, talk. Maybe there's somebody around you that also wants to do something very similar that you want to do as well. And you wouldn't have ever known that had you not cleared out some of that clutter, emotionally, physically, whatever it is. And we're able to be in a vulnerable enough place to admit that like there might be something you want to work on, something that you're interested in. It's time to collaborate. The card is number one. One is an individual card. It's also a card of action, but there's two in here. So you need to be the one to initiate or take some action to bring another little ant. This could be a very symbolic ant. This could be a person. This could be a group of people. This could be spirit. This could be but you need to take the action, Gemini, to bring in this other ant element to help you collaborate on what it is you want to manifest. Crystals. Okay. There's a little bit of a different style. I hope you guys like this style. If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I'm probably going to keep doing it like this anyway, but I also appreciate everybody's input. If it doesn't, if you're not getting what you need out of these, I want to make sure everybody's like getting what they need. Dinner and dessert, All right, this is the Christum Wisdom Healing Oracle deck by Judy Hall. Judy Hall, we're going to pull a card for you. Let's see if there's any crystals that we need for the month to help us out, Geminis. And then I'll read the description for you out of the book. And then we'll send you on home. Let you out for recess. I don't like when they throw them at me before I even get to shuffle them. It's like an OCD thing. I feel like I have to get through like a full shuffle. Otherwise, I'm unhappy. And then I literally hear them say like, Lauren, we're trying to save you time. I'm like, I know, but I'm annoying. And they're like, you're annoying. Like, well, you made me. And then I have to finish the shuffle. Where you at? Come here. Ooh. Charoite? I don't really know how to pronounce this. It's a beautiful stone. I've never even heard of this stone. Number 50. Charoite. Let's see. I heard that anything that ends in an "ite" you shouldn't put in water. Just saying. Charoite, wound healing. Charoite provides deep physical and emotional healing, transmuting negative energy. It converts dis-ease to wellness. With its assistance, you recognize that your greatest trauma is also your most profound gift. Accept it with grace. Charoite regenerizes, heals, and integrates dualities, healing past life dis-ease carried into the present life. Self-understanding. Deep fears and schisms pervade your being. You may not feel that you belong on earth. Alienation and insecurity lie beneath a deceptively calm surface. You are subtly driven by other people's thoughts and programs rather than your own. Your automatic nervous system may be malfunctioning. If so, it needs recalibrating. Divination. Take time to control. Time to take control. What did I say? Number one. I'm not used to reading out of a book for you guys. It feels very odd for me. You are undergoing a vibrational change, creating links to higher realities. Visions of past lives suggest ways to redress karma personally and collectively. In accepting the present moment as perfect, you create the space to heal. The frequency of the stone is high, the chakra is for all, the timing is for all, and the soul path is service to humanity, healing the wounds of the past. So, Gemini, that's beautiful. I promise I'll get better at reading those as time goes on. I'm gonna actually try and take a picture of this spread like a professional. This is really nice. This is a really nice, refreshing energy. You guys look like you're fixing to have a real comeback kid moment in just the way you want. in a really sweet and pure way. I'm so happy for you guys. This is really nice. I always recommend buying crystals in person, but if you can't, you can buy them online. Etsy, if I buy stones online, I usually get them off of Etsy. You can also purchase this deck and use the cards in lieu of stones. Now that we've read the description of it, you can also just call on your angels, your guides, your source to help you bring in those energies as well. You don't have to buy anything to gain all of the tools and help that you need. But if you were inclined to buy a stone, that's the one for you for April. So, Gemini, thank you very much. This was fun. This is a new format. You guys were first up, so this one was a little bit longer because you guys were my guinea pig. But I appreciate you very much for that. So, I hope April finds you very well. I hope you're easing into the month very nice and calm. It seems like you are. So, thank you. I will see you next time. Be good. Bye-bye.